Okay, mitochondria, the stock market, and buying the dips. So mitochondria reminds me of the stock market for a lot of reasons, and that is, so when the stock market goes down, everything goes on sale. It's a good time to buy in because you get things at a discounted rate. And then once the stock market goes up, like it has historically done, you end up making a good amount of money and you got bought everything on sale. Mitochondria, same way too. When we experience symptoms like fatigue, pain in the body, confusion in life, right? It's dementia, right? Alzheimer's is diabetes type 3 of the brain. When we gain weight in the midsection, we're usually looking at diabetes type 2, insulin resistance, the whole story, high cortisol. But how do I buy into mitochondria? Because it's a different type of currency. It's cellular currency. So I have to invest into my body through the amino and fatty acids. These are items this is why we eat foods, this is what our food's made of, and I have to eat these things in order to have healthy cells. I also have to invest in muscle mass, because muscle mass, when we build muscle mass, we build mitochondria, we build melatonin, we build amino acids that we store on the body. This is how you invest into the dips of, energy levels or confusion in life. So that's what I was thinking about all day long. I was also thinking about, if you're not familiar with the stock market and how that works, it's really not as complicated. I like Tony Robbins. He is like a great teacher. But there's something called the index fund too. There's index funds, there's all types of funds. But an index fund it's like small pieces of stocks, so it's less risky. And what I'm thinking about when I think of an index fund, I'm thinking of like animal-based protein, right? Money, cellular money. Index fund is like, if I don't want to buy an entire Apple stock, I might buy just a piece of it, a piece of the puzzle. And an index fund spreads out your investment. It spreads out your risk. So it's more of a long-term growth type of thing. Index funds are less risky, but some of them also pay dividends too. Some of them do. So dividend is like, okay, thank you for since you're holding my stock, which dividends are like muscle. Since you're holding my stock, I'm going to give you some money for investing into me. This is what a good boss does. A good boss looks at its employee and it says, thank you so much for all the work that you've done. I want to honor you. I'm going to give you a little bit extra because I value your energy and your time, and I value you being at the forefront of my business. So you, as a business owner with all these trillions of cells, you're giving amino and fatty acids, you're giving an abundance of them to the immune system and saying, thank you so much for working for me. The immune system is like a tired, overworked employee. Tired, right? Autoimmune rates are really, really high. Also, cancer is marked by really high levels of inflammation. Anytime you have inflammation in the body, you're thinking about the immune system is working really hard. So I want to pay it for its time, of course, but sometimes when we go through places of stress, again, that term, buy the dips, sometimes it's helpful to eat more protein, like Dr. Rhonda Patrick talks about. Getting a high dose of creatine after one short night of sleep can help mitigate those pre-diabetic levels and those high cortisol levels we experience when we don't sleep enough and we're going through periods of stress. So that's what I was thinking about. Really going to keep this video nice and short because simplicity is the key. I'm trying to think if I went through everything there. Investment funds. I really think everybody should learn how to invest. Like, if you own a phone, you should be investing into the company that you pay each month. The phone, Apple or Android, Samsung, whatever it is. Like, try and invest. Like, it's just like investing in muscle in the body. When I'm putting on muscle in the body, I'm putting on time on the body, because according to Einstein's theory, space-time is bent in the presence of energy and matter. When we have more muscle in the body, we age slower, as we have all that mitochondria, we're making all that melatonin, we're making all that cellular currency, that ATP. Muscle mass is the largest endocrine organ, hormone regulator. There's so many benefits to the powerhouse of the cell and feeding the immune system. So anyway, like I said, gonna keep it short, gotta go, rest. I hope that you have sweet dreams, and I hope that made sense to you. Also, remember who you work for. Why'd you come here? You know what I'm saying? We all came here to do something, you know? If you feel lost, just ask, you know? Remember who you work for. Anyway, okay, bye.